So just taking a little time to set up a posture that feels right for you today, in this moment. And the best posture for you really is one that helps you to feel supported, to feel safe and comfortable. And so just settling in a way that's compassionate to your body. And this means different things for each of us. But perhaps what's most important is having some stability in the posture. So having stability in the body helps to support the mind as we deepen our awareness. And we may be aware of all that we've brought to this meditation, being aware of the body, but also being aware of whatever may be here in our heart. We can connect with an anchor, perhaps through the breath, being in touch with the breath. And also through the weight of the body, being aware of the surface that it's resting upon, whether we're lying or we're sitting. And perhaps being aware of how much the body wants to connect with the earth, how we want to feel grounded, how we really desire this. We may feel this through the length of the body if we're lying, or if we're sitting through the hips and pelvis perhaps, the feet, the soles. We can allow ourselves to be with the body, with the weight, with this grounding in quite a profound way. This feeling supported and rooted, held by the earth. And the weight of the body is a really good counterpoint to the pull of our thoughts, the activity in the mind stream. We've probably noticed already that our thoughts have pulled us away from the practice. Maybe forward planning, thinking about what's happening next. And maybe we're dwelling on something that's already happening, already happened. So using the grounding of the breath, of the body, to gently guide ourselves back to the practice, this simple practice of awareness. We can gently scan down through the body from the top of the head, just allowing softening the face. We use so many muscles in the face to express emotions, feelings, allowing it to be soft, the scalp, down through the neck. A stream of awareness running down through the arms, into the hands, just noticing any clenching, any tightening. The big joints of the shoulders, back, and the front of the body, the torso, the heart space, the belly. And having perhaps a sense of dignity, a sense of grace through the spine. If we're sitting, this may be an elevation through the spine, not pulling away, just having a sense of elevation. Or if we're lying, we might just notice the alignment of the spine. Being aware of the hips and the pelvis. And all that makes us who we are. It's a particular body. It's a gendered body. So including whatever feels comfortable for you. The organs, the viscera, the blood. The thighs, the knees, down through the calves and into the feet. And you may be aware of what it is that disturbs your equanimity. Just noticing thoughts or feelings, or maybe it's external stimulus, noise, and seeing if we can embrace this as part of the practice, remaining grounded and stable. And having this body wisdom, this breath, body wisdom, knowing that we can offer ourselves compassion, care, kindness in the practice. And now, just in your own time, bringing this short grounding practice to a close. Perhaps a little stretch or movement in the body. It's just a minute or so to have a little drink. Take care of yourself. Okay, so everybody looks ready to continue the practice. And this is a practice which was developed by Rick Hansen. And it's a practice in which we connect with our caring nature. We have this ability to tend and befriend, to offer loving kindness both to ourselves and to others. And the first invitation is to breathe whilst feeling the body as a whole, a single field of sensation. So rather than, as we went through the first practice, looking at the body in its variety and its separate parts, we're just meditating on the body as a whole, just breathing whilst feeling the body as a whole. You may notice the subtle sensations of the breath in the body, as well as the more gross movements. And it's not always easy being aware of the body as a whole. We can get pulled off into particular sensations or areas of pain or difficulty. And if this happens, just seeing if we can notice that it's happened, and then widening the lens again to include the whole of the body. Breathing whilst feeling the body as a whole. Allowing the breath to be spacious through the body, almost like a river running through the whole of the body. Being with the body in this way can help us to feel authentic, connected to a simple feeling of being okay. Everything is as it should be in this moment. Breathing whilst feeling the body as a whole. And then the second invitation is to breathe whilst feeling caring. And just finding a simple, natural open-heartedness within the practice. Leaning into our caring nature. And it might be helpful to bring to mind someone or something that you care about. But allowing this to be a simple feeling, not getting caught up in the complexity of relationships, which are rarely simple. We're just inclining to what's good here. Allowing these feelings of tending and befriending to deepen as far as is possible for you in this moment. Breathing whilst feeling caring. And sometimes we can easily access feelings of deep benevolence or friendliness or love even. Just being aware of the sensations that this might create in the heart space, in the body. And sometimes it can be a little harder. So we just incline towards whatever is helpful for us here in this moment. The more we're able to dwell in these moments of caring, of loving kindness, the more it comes to dwell within us. We use these caring traits to create caring states. And we're also using these feelings of caring to provide an anchor within the practice, to provide a focus, a place that can hold our attention, our awareness. And the third invitation is to breathe whilst feeling cared about. Perhaps focusing on the sense of being with a friend or a partner or an animal even. And just feeling that you're also included. You're included in these feelings of caring. You're being cared about. Or you may like to use a community, this small community, providing care for each other. Just breathing whilst feeling cared about, feeling held, supported. And these feelings may indeed be imperfect. Sometimes they can be quite complicated. And seeing as if we can lean into the simplicity, letting go of any stories or narratives, and seeing as best as possible if we can breathe whilst feeling cared about. Knowing that it's okay to receive these feelings of warmth or appreciation, friendliness or love, that we are worthy of this, that we offer loving kindness, and we can also be the receiver of loving kindness. It may be that these acts of being cared for occur in very small ways throughout the day, throughout the week. The person who holds open the door or says you first, or perhaps just a small phone call to check you're okay. These are all acts of being cared for. Just opening and letting yourself experience this warm-heartedness, this offer of appreciation from others. And if any of these suggestions feel difficult for you, you always have this ability to look after yourself, to come back to the anchor of the body, of the breath, the stability of our practice. And perhaps we're able to sit with the experience of care flowing in and also our care flowing out. being both the giver and the receiver of loving kindness. There's this lovely poem by Miller Williams called Compassion. Have compassion for everyone you meet, even if they don't want it. What appears bad manners, an ill temper, or cynicism is always a sign of things no ears have heard, no eyes have seen. You do not know what wars are going on down there where the spirit meets the bone. And this poem was then reinterpreted by Chris Germer and Kirsten Neff. And it goes like this. Have compassion for yourself, even if you don't want it. What appears bad manners, an ill temper, or cynicism could be a sign of things your ears could no longer hear, your eyes have since overlooked. You may not know what wars are going on down there where the spirit meets the bone. And so whatever your experience is of the practice, having this compassion, having this self-compassion for ourselves, you may like to offer yourself some soothing, a hand on the heart or other part of the body, that's helpful. Maybe we've had a practice in which we've been able to easily access feelings of loving kindness. Or maybe it hasn't been so easy. So we always have this ability to offer ourselves compassion, kindness. And in the last few minutes, I'm going to be quiet. And you can sit with care flowing in and care flowing out. Just being this simple body breathing. Just now, in your own time, beginning to bring the practice to a close. Perhaps a little movement into the body, maybe a stretch.